Real talk. I saw this video of Carter Efe shouting at Ella, his baby mama, and I felt really bad. Like, watch this video.
See, let me warn you for the last time. The day you shake your bum bum on TikTok,
This is
that day you are
disgusting.
going to Shoba, you are going home.
I heard
Idiot.
what Ella said recently, that this guy was literally actually beating her up, and she even mentioned the name of the hospitals where she goes for treatment and said if anyone wants to verify, they should go to the hospital there and ask the nurses of her condition each time she comes when she was pregnant. From this video alone, he tells that this guy is violent towards this girl. There's no point for us debating it. And the most annoying part is that he had to do it online. Like, I don't understand. You women are the reason why you're being belittled to this level. Most of you young girls are the reason why you're being belittled to this level, where a man would literally disrespect you even while he's online. He doesn't care, because you guys don't want to respect yourself. You don't want to value yourself. I say it every time. Nigerian women don't want to respect and value themselves. When you tell them to start working, they get offended. They say it's a broke man's mentality. And no such thing like a broke man's mentality. It is a man who has wisdom that will tell you to get something doing for yourself so you'll be respected. Now look at the way she's being disrespected, scolded at, shouted at as if she's a kid. Telling her the day you shake bomb. Even if you want to talk to her, you talk to her in a very calm manner. She would listen to you. You don't have to scold at her and shout at her as if she's your maid or some puppet like you kept in the house. Why is he doing this? Because you have refused to value yourself. You have refused to value yourself. Imagine a graduate sitting at home doing nothing, and you say it's because your man said you shouldn't do anything. Once you tell them to get something doing, they get angry. They say, oh, it's a broke man's mentality. A rich man will not let his wife to do anything. Blah, 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 blah. I sat down with some group of people, young people, most of them in their early 20s, because most of them are the ones who have this silly mentality. And the guy was like, oh, if I make money, I'm going to place my woman on monthly allowance. I was like, bro, you're capping rubbish, bro. Why would you place a woman on a monthly salary? I said I would never do that. Instead, I would start up something for you so you could go make money and know how it feels like to make money. By the time you start earning money for yourself, you'll be wise enough to know how to spend it. I was talking with someone one certain time, and I told the person that I will never, ever pick up my money, except maybe I'm very, very rich, like very, very rich. But for me to spend on irrelevant things, I would never do it. I had a girlfriend at that time who was constantly disturbing me. She would tell me, oh, buy me a hair. And then one certain time I asked her, okay, how much is this human hair? She said the human hair is around 600 and something thousand. I was like, I'm an Igbo guy. I'm not going to do that. I ain't going to spend 650,000 on a hair. No, not on an empty score. I would rather give you that money. You go look for something to start up with it, or possibly buy a land somewhere. There are lands you can buy, and then in there's a few months or probably a year or two, you sell that land above that 650. But I'm not going to spend 650,000 for you to wear just a human hair on an empty head. The moment you speak, they get angry. They say, oh, it's a poor man's mentality. It's a this. There's nothing like a poor man's mentality. I thought the last daughter is working. She's with Mr. Easy. She's working. Why didn't she just sit back? Her father is rich. Mr. Easy is also rich. Why didn't she just sit back home and say, I'm not going to do anything? It is only the poor ones who come out from a poor home that always have this silly mentality.